if we're look, jeez, man, I didn't notice that that was a. Is that gonna be censored as well? You didn't even see that. There's the strange thing about censorship is it's not really censored usually in the horror department as much as it is in
Yeah, I feel
the
like you can get away
erotica.
with a lot in the
Isn't
Yeah.
that
horror,
amazing?
yeah,
I mean,
Yeah, you can
genre.
what's
like
what's what's
you
what's
can
worse?
I don't know, you
What's
can like
more?
watch a movie where they're so violent. They're just chopping people apart. But if there's
Yeah.
like one nipple, they're like, "Oh my God."
And this is the alarm's
Yeah.
going off. It really is a
But
weird thing. I still don't understand it. I know what I would be more terrified by if someone jumped out and they've got no clothes on, or someone jumped on their head
yeah.
fell off. I know what would scare me the most.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. But let's not get all political about it. This is gorgeous. You've maintained it. And here's what I would say about portfolios. When I was 24, I really thought I was the bee's knees. And I had developed well enough to say I'm a professional artist because I was. The minute you sell something, you're a professional artist. Just like a boxer that wins his first pro fight and gets a purse, gets some money, you're a professional boxer. There's another analogy for you. So I was a professional artist by 24, and I took my portfolio around. I was getting great reviews from everyone until I hit the big gang, the big hitters. And there was two of them in town. One was called Meiklejohn, and they were huge, huge big ad agency. And I thought I'll go into Meiklejohn's, and I think I'm good enough. And I went with a friend. We went there to bolster each other. We sat in a coffee shop. It wasn't coffee shops then, just a greasy spoon place. We had a cup of tea. And he went in first, and he came back out, and he looked like somebody had beaten him up and left him in an alleyway. He was so sad about the review of his portfolio. And they said to him, and not this time, they just told him to go away, is basically what they said. And I went in, and I'm a little bit, worried now. So I go in, and the guy went through my portfolio like this. It was almost like an animated portfolio. That's how
Yeah.
fast he was going through it. He said, "Nice work." He says, "Come back in 6 months." And I went,
Hell yeah.
"Okay." Yeah. No, I didn't. See, that's the thing. So I went because I wasn't professional yet. Not professional in the sense that they were. I had come from Ireland. So I was basically potatoes, 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 potatoes with a really portfolio. Whereas he was sophistication, sophistication, cigars, and not such great portfolio, right? So when I said to him, he told me to come back in 6 months. He went, "You've made it." I can't. He was dancing. I can't. Well done.
That's good.
I went, I can't wait 6 months. I was gritty. I said, I'm not waiting 6 months. So I started going around publishing houses by myself. And they said you have to have an agent to get work because they won't use you without an agent. The agent stops the bad artists coming in. And I sent a postcard out, and the publishing company called me back without an agent. And right away, I was working professionally for a big agency, for a big company. They were called Orbit Books. And the second I had that, the agents wanted me because of their 30% walking around the streets, and they can have it.
Yeah.
30%. That's what they got back then. Can you
That's
believe it?
so much.
It was a third of your money.
Yeah.
But the great thing was, I don't know how I'd give this advice today about agents, but the great thing was it didn't matter. Once you had an agent, they put 50% on top anyway. So you're now getting 20% more than if you were on your own and you didn't have to do any walking. You were just sitting there and the work would land on your desk.
Yeah. It's
And it was the most,
pre-internet.
yeah, it was pre-internet, and it was the most
Yeah.
amazing thing, and it was wonderful. And then they just pushed the prices up, 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 up all the time. And the next year, basically, I was Mr. Sophisticated with a cigar. It didn't take that long. It didn't take that long. So the moral of that story is it doesn't matter how sophisticated you are, what your background is, what your contexts are. That matters a little, but not as much as your portfolio. Once you have a good portfolio, it's the passport. It's the passport to, I'm not trying to say the passport. The passport. I want a board here with this pass thing. It's the passport to anywhere, to the world. It's amazing what a portfolio can do. And the reason I said that is going full circle now, as I was talking with an art agent once, and I says, how do you know how many pieces would be the minimum in your portfolio to tell if you're going to take someone on? And they said 12. And the reason I asked that was because that guy just did this. Woof, 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 woof. They want to see a good piece at the start, like this, because this is a traditional portfolio I'm talking about. You open the portfolio. You open the
Get a
portfolio.
thumbs up. Party time.